Hey guys, it's Colorblind. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing alright. I had a few things that I wanted to let you guys know of because I haven't done a vlog updating y'all in a while. So here it is. First off, I did get Far Cry 4. I did start playing it. Um, Unfortunately, for some reason, XSplit is really temperamental when it comes to recording with it. I don't know why. I'm really not a tech expert when it comes down to it. I'm hoping that XSplit will come up with an update and it'll gel a little better with Far Cry 4. Um, in the meantime, I will finish Far Cry 3, and I also will be posting up more videos because I have Thanksgiving break. It might be a little spotty after Thanksgiving though because finals will be coming up and I need to focus on that really, really badly. So, there's that. And then I hope you guys have a good Thanksgiving. My family doesn't particularly like the holiday for its historical significance, but it's nice to get together and spend time together and have some kind of festive occasion for ourselves besides Christmas. Because you got the big dinner without the pressure of getting gifts. As far as the historical significance of Thanksgiving, we're not big supporters of it, which brings me around to myself and who I am and my opinions. Um, I'm a very liberal person. I believe in the equal rights of everybody, regardless of race, gender, gender identity, sexuality, um, age. I mean, these are all things that I think everybody's entitled and to the same basic things. I've told people before I don't label myself as a feminist or an equalitarian or whatever the phrase is. I label myself as somebody who tries not to be an asshole. And pardon my French, but that's just the long and short of it. I'm very opinionated like that, and if you've watched enough of my videos, you might have noticed that it has come up in passing as a snarky comment here or there, but I've otherwise not really addressed it. And then the other thing I haven't really addressed, aside from my liberal opinions, is my um, identity. My gender identity. I am a queer person, and not everybody who falls under that umbrella necessarily prefers the term queer. I mean people who are LGBTQIA, which is lesbian, bisexual, what? LGBT, yeah. Lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, intersex, asexual. Yeah, that's it. I think that's all of them. There's a lot of terms out there that aren't just, oh, I'm lesbian, I'm bi, I'm gay. You know, there's so much more to it, and we're seeing more and more of it every day because people are talking about it now, whereas before there wasn't really a dialogue about your gender identity, or at least not a mainstream dialogue about it. It was very hush hush. I'm getting off track. I myself, for about 2 years, identified as transgender. I thought I was male through and through. I felt that I was male, you know, and that's not saying that it wasn't true at the time, but gender is a social and emotional thing. It's not physical. It's not, and for some people it's not a permanent thing either. And that's where I'm at. I didn't transition because I felt like that was too permanent for me. The more research I did into it, the more I realized my own individual health factors and risks that came with transitioning, the more I came to terms with the fact that I didn't need it. I do suffer from dysphoria. There's times where I feel really uncomfortable in my skin, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. There's a lot of people who feel that way, and every day I tell myself that, and it makes it easier to deal with. But as far as pronouns are concerned, I do prefer male pronouns still, but I mean that's just a preference for me. I'm not really strict about it. I really don't care. It's Jesse. The great thing about a name like that is that it goes both ways. Um, and yeah, I understand that as somebody who identifies as queer, I'm a bit of a minority in the gaming community, but possibly in the YouTube community. I don't think I am. I think there's enough of us special little snowflakes out there that it's not so bad. But I'm also a person of color, and I'm very proud to admit that. My mother is white and has some Native American heritage in that side of the family. On my father's side, he's brown. He's Hawaiian, Filipino, and Portuguese. And not a lot of people are really comfortable talking about their past as far as their race is concerned, and I'm more than comfortable with it. I'm proud of who I am as a person, regardless of whether or not I'm talking about my race or gender or sexuality. Um, I'm more than willing to talk about the fact that when I was a kid, nobody wanted to play with me because I was brown in a school full of white people. I'm more than okay with talking about the fact that people used to pick on me for liking girls as much as I liked boys. These are things that are a part of who I am. They're a part of my past. I reflect on them in the present, and I know I'm going to experience things in my future that are going to be reactions and things of that nature because of who I am. So, welcome to my channel. I'm queer and I'm proud of it, and that's not going to change. Because you know what? People like me play video games all the time, and nobody really talks about it. Nobody really addresses it. And if I'm gonna be one of the people who does, so be it. I like the idea that I can play games and have a good time and put them on YouTube and just be a dork about things. I'm really happy with that. This got a lot deeper than I intended, but it's important for me to tell you guys that. Honestly, I figure I should tell you guys what you're getting yourselves into with me. But despite the smile, I've been having a hard time lately. I wake up in the morning and I read the news or watch the news, depending, and I have a hard time seeing any good news. I seldom see any, and it's really tough to deal with as somebody who for so long has said that, you know, I'm an optimist. I tell people all the time I'm just an optimist. You know, the sun will come out, everything's going to be okay, all will be well, and all that jazz. But lately I've been having a hard time with feeling that way. And you know what? That happens to the best of us. It's okay. I just have to remind myself. I tell people every day whose worlds are crumbling in on them, best friends and acquaintances, that everything will iron out. You've got 24 hours to fuck up in, and the next day is the next day, and you can start fresh and build up what you broke down yesterday. I firmly believe in that. Your life is what you make of it. So, and you know, for some people it's easy to do that and have that mentality, and for other people it's not. And for the people who have a hard time with it, I wish you all the luck in the world finding what can help you build yourself back up. Because speaking from experience, it's really not easy. It's there's been times where every day was a freaking struggle for me, and even now it still is. But let's get back to the optimism, shall we? I have a Spreadshirt now. I will leave a link for it in the description, so you can actually go over to my Spreadshirt and get a queer gaming t-shirt. It's got gamer on it, and depending on what you identify as, there should be a color set right up your alley over there. So take some pride in being queer and being a gamer, because you know what? You deserve to have a few bragging rights and be proud of who you are, you know? So, there's also some silly fandom things that I've come up with over there, and color blank shirts. So, um, it tickles me pink if you buy something from over there. You're probably going to be buying me food, honestly, if you do. So thanks. I'll let you know how the food was. um, and yeah, I hope you're doing well. And if you're not, well, I've got a Twitter, I've got a Facebook, I've got a Tumblr. I'm always on Tumblr. So if you need to vent to somebody, I'm always around. You know, that's what I'm here for. I will see you guys in whatever game I'm playing. I'll see you guys in the next vlog. Whatever. You guys have a good one.